Hey everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So, do me a favor before we get started. I need you to hit this like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need you to do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss the episode. Also, check me out on IG, elevation underscore mentor. So, today we're going to talk about wealth building and how to build wealth. So, there's a statistic out here that says that 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. So that's a statistic. So you know how statistics go, right? It can be true or false, but that's a statistic that 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. So imagine what happens if you get laid off or you lose your job. You're depending on a paycheck. So the purpose of building wealth is that you move beyond depending on a paycheck. So instead of just having this paycheck, you're working on something else when you get off of work. You're working on another source of income. So that's the point of this. So, who out here is working on another source of income? Anyone? Feel free to comment. So, to build wealth, do this to build wealth. So, there's the slow way and there's the fast way. So, the slow way is investing. You're investing in stocks and or real estate. Now, slow, we're talking 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And in terms of the stock market, slow is things like index funds, ETFs, mutual funds. However, that can be sped up through individual stocks. Um, Also, people that know how to trade. So, in terms of real estate is also slow, but that can be sped up also if you're doing things like Airbnb or renting by the room. But traditionally, investing is considered slow. That is your stocks, that is your real estate. Now, the fast lane. What is the fast lane? Fast lane is business. So essentially, having a product that you sell and getting customers. Say, for instance, you have a $100 product. You make 10 sales a month. That's $1,000 a month. But say you have a $1,000 product. You make 10 sales a month. That's 10,000 a month. So depending on your price point and how many customers, that will determine the amount of money that you bring in per month. Say that you have a $100 product and you sell 1,000 a month. That's $100,000 a month. Can you imagine making 100,000 a month? Well, there are people doing it. However, they aren't going to share that with you. That is proprietary information. And I understand that people are great secret keepers out here. So, a product and customers. So, how do you get customers? Well, doing something like what I'm doing right now, creating content. You can choose IG, TikTok, YouTube, whatever social media platform of your choice. Other ways of getting customers, some people do cold calling, calling on the phone, writing letters, door to door. How else do you get customers? Buying ads. However, buying ads is expensive. So it depends on how much money you have and how much money you're willing to spend. But people do tend to buy based on ads versus just watching somebody talk, Like you could talk until you're blue in the face. However, they see this ad and they pick that buy button right away. So there's some psychology behind ads. How else do you get customers? You can go on people's podcasts. So I interview people here, and maybe you watch other podcasts. So you get credibility by being on other people's podcasts. So, for example, you could be saying the exact same thing that somebody else is saying. However, the customer, how should I say this? You could be saying the exact same thing that someone else is saying, but the customer sees you on this podcast. Therefore, they value you more. So it's like by affiliation, is what I'm trying to say. Right? So those are the ways to get customers. There are many other ways, but the majority of ways cost money, right? um, Money, like radio ads, that costs a lot. Billboards, that costs. Um, and you can see how people market. You know when people are marketing to you. So content is good because it's free. However, people do tend to value you when it's not coming from you directly. It's coming from somewhere else. It's the ad that you saw or somebody else's podcast. All right. So when it comes to the product is trial and error. So just getting your product out there and not worrying about how perfect it is. So that rough draft, that rough idea you have, just put it out there and see if people buy it. And people will tell you if they're going to buy it or not. You will know that relatively quickly. When it comes to products, it is trial and error. Um, Creating an email list is good. You can go to YouTube actually and ask YouTube, how do I create an email list? And the people that sign up to your email list, those are warm leads. Those are people that are interested in what you're trying to tell them. So those are warm leads. So after you get the email list, then those are the people that you market to. All right. Email is also good because you want to create something that cannot be snatched away from you. So, for example, this YouTube station that can be snatched because we don't own YouTube. So we say my channel, but technically we don't own YouTube. That's something that can be snatched. That's why email lists are important. Also, creating things in different areas, like not depending on one thing. So, not just depending on YouTube as my sole source. So, finding something outside of YouTube in addition to this, and finding something that works even when you're not working. For example, real estate investing. You can get that to a point where you hire people, and that works when you're not working. So if you're laying up in the hospital bed, that cash flow is coming in every month with real estate investing. However, if you're laying up in the hospital bed, it's not coming through YouTube. So finding something that works without you being there. All right. Also, creating things that cannot be snatched from you. So, when it comes to the product and just getting your rough thing out there, try to think about what people want. What do people want? For example, if you look at this link below, you'll see my hat collection. And that's more or less something that I want. Like, I would love to see men who are serious about God. But for the person who is my potential customer, they might have no interest in that whatsoever. So, thinking about what your potential customer wants, and people tend to want nonsense, right? So, maybe they're not interested in building wealth, and they're interested in things like a comedy show, a concert, someone that's going to sing to them. So they would easily and happily pay for something like that, as opposed to learning how to invest, for example. So kind of keep that in mind. What do people want? And you'll discover that on your own when you put a product out and nobody buys it. So trial and error, trial and error, and just keeping at it and stick to it for about 3 to 5 years and then try something else. But you really have to decide on your own how long you're going to stick with it. But sticking with it is a very important piece to success. All right. So if you got any value from this, do me a favor and hit this like button. What that does is it helps other people to see the channel. Also, check out this link below and join the waitlist for the real estate group. Also, feel free to leave your comments. Check out the links that I have below. There's a petition that I need for you to sign. You're going to click on the link, scroll all the way to the bottom. You're going to see the word petitions. Sign it. Sign the one that says Emmanuel Lee. So as you know, the debate was tonight. The presidential debate was tonight. However, there is something hidden that was not mentioned at the debate, and I'd like for you to know what's going on. All right. So check out that link. Kind of look around. Um, you can see the name of it. You can see the name of it, but it's really a lot to it. There's so much to it that you can write a movie about it. And that's what this guy is trying to do. All right. Trying to get it out to the public. So it's being hidden, and they are doing a great job of hiding what is going on. So check out this link, scroll all the way to the bottom. You're going to see the word petitions and sign it. You can sign it anonymously. That is fine. All right. So thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for your support. And on your way out, hit this like button. Have a good rest of your day.